Armstrong, party of four, your table is ready?
Party of four. That's an interesting way to count a group of people, don't you think? Well, if you like parties, you're going to love the party of wedding vocabulary I've got set up for you today. Let's dive in.
Welcome to another Happy English podcast coming to you from New York City. And here's your English teacher, Michael.
All right, thank you, John, and thanks, everyone. It's Michael here from Happy English, and I help people speak English better. And this is Happy English Podcast, episode 824. Let's get married in English. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me for another episode of the Happy English Podcast. I'm your English teacher, Michael, and I'm so glad you could join me today. Spring is a lovely time for a wedding, right? And weddings, which are usually pretty formal events, have a pretty unique and interesting set of vocabulary, and that's what we're going to look at today. Let's say you hear a friend is going to a wedding. In most cases, a wedding has two parts. The first part is called the wedding ceremony. That's where the bride and groom stand together and make lots of promises to each other, while an official person, like a priest for example, leads the ceremony. Then, when they are done making all of those promises, the leader says, "Okay, you are now married. You may kiss the bride." This is the end of the wedding ceremony. Next, after the wedding ceremony, it's time to celebrate the marriage with a big formal party. In English, this party is called the wedding reception. The word reception has a few meanings, but for this lesson, reception means a formal party. Like when one world leader travels to visit another world leader, they have a formal party, and that party is called a reception. So let's get back to the wedding. There's a wedding ceremony and a wedding reception. Altogether, in English, when you attend both, and in American culture, most people are invited to both the ceremony and the reception. So you can talk about it just using the word wedding. Like, I'm going to go to a wedding on Sunday. I'm going to a wedding means I'm going to attend the wedding ceremony and then the wedding reception. You know what? Jenny had her wedding at a resort on the beach. Again, in daily conversation, the word wedding means both the wedding ceremony and the reception. By the way, in the old days, we used marriage to mean wedding ceremony. I was invited to the marriage of John. But these days, marriage is used just to mean the relationship between two married people. By the way, we don't use the term wedding party to describe the wedding reception. Oh, but Michael, it's a party, isn't it? Yes, but remember, wedding reception is a formal party. So you have the wedding ceremony and then the wedding reception. Reception comes from receive, and the guests receive the new married couple at the reception, which is generally a 4-hour event. The first hour is the cocktail hour. Cocktails in small dishes are passed around. Then the bride and groom come to the room and the dinner starts. Oh, but what about party? The word party has two meanings in English. The first meaning of party is a fun celebration, like a birthday party, a graduation party, or a retirement party. The second meaning of party is a group of people in a formal situation. Let's imagine Jenny makes a reservation for a dinner at a restaurant for her and 3 friends. When they arrive at the restaurant, Jenny tells the host her name, and then the host asks Jenny to wait a moment so she can check that Jenny's table is ready. Then, when the table is ready, the host will say something like this: "Jenny, party of 4?" And then Jenny and her 3 friends can sit down and eat.
Armstrong, party of 4, your table is ready?
If Jenny and her friends go to the same restaurant, but they don't have a reservation, they may need to wait for a table. The host will ask Jenny, "How many in your party?" And then Jenny says 4. The host says, "Okay, why don't you guys wait at the bar?" When the table is ready, the host will say something like this: "Jenny, party of 4," to let them know their table is ready.
Armstrong, party of 4, your table is ready?
So, party in this case means a group of people, not an event to celebrate something. So what does this have to do with weddings? The term wedding party in English is used to refer to the bride and groom and the 2 people, like witnesses, who stand next to the bride and groom during the wedding ceremony. There are often 4 people in the wedding party: 2 women, the bride, and usually her sister or best friend called the maid of honor, and 2 men, the groom and his brother or best friend called the best man. Sometimes there are additional men and women standing there, and if so, then the women are called bridesmaids, and the men are called ushers. All right, let's recap. All of those people are the wedding party, and a wedding includes the wedding ceremony and the wedding reception. Remember, the wedding party is the group of people including the bride, groom, best man, and maid of honor. Okay, you may kiss the bride. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Keep in mind, the best way to remember English like this, and any other word or phrase in English, is to take that word or phrase, write it in a sentence that's true for you or true in your world, and then memorize your sentences. And remember this: you can get more practice using your English when you join my Podcast Learners Study Group. There, you can make new friends, join us for live group lessons every week where we practice these podcast lessons together. Plus, you get access to the PDF transcript and audio download for every Happy English podcast in the past and in the future. And on top of that, each episode has exercises where you can practice this English point with speaking and writing checked by me. To learn more, just visit myhappyenglish.com and choose Podcast Lesson 824. Remember, learning another language is not easy, but it's not impossible, and I'm here to help you on your journey.
This podcast was brought to you by Happy English. Please visit myhappyenglish.com. Show your support for Happy English by leaving us a review. Get English, get happy, Happy English.